Hello, and welcome to English Podcast with Missy. Here we learn English for real life. Clear, slow, and simple. Let's learn English together. Are you ready? Let's begin. Hello, my dear friends. It's Missy here. And welcome back to our cozy English corner. I hope you're doing well today. And if you're not, that's okay too. Some days are bright and full of energy. Other days are slow or heavy or a little confusing. Life moves like the weather. Sometimes sunny, sometimes rainy. And this is normal. Today, I want to talk about something we often forget: being kind to ourselves. We're usually very good at being kind to other people. We listen to our friends and we support our family. We say things like, "Don't worry, it will be okay. You did your best. You can try again." But when we make a mistake, when we are tired, when we feel sad or lost, we sometimes speak to ourselves in a harder, sharper way. So in this episode, I want to share small ideas, simple things you can do or could try to bring a little more gentleness into your own life. Take a breath with me. In and out. Let's begin. Let me tell you what happened to me last week. It was a normal morning. I woke up a little late, rushed to the kitchen, and made myself a cup of coffee. A big, warm one. I picked up my notebook and sat at the table to write a few ideas for a new podcast episode. And then I moved too quickly. My arm bumped the cup. And whoosh! Coffee everywhere. All over the table, all over my notebook. My first reaction was not kind. I said, "Oh, Missy, how can you be so careless? Why do you always do this?" But then I stopped. I looked at the mess, and I laughed a little. Because the truth is, I don't always do this. I was just having a busy morning. And I thought, if a friend did the same thing, I wouldn't speak to them like that. I would say, "It's okay. It happens. You can clean it up. It's not a big problem." So why couldn't I talk to myself the same way? This moment made me think. Many of us do this. Maybe you do it too. When something goes wrong, your mind may tell you scary or negative things. You might blame yourself too quickly. But you can practice a new voice. A soft one. A voice that says, "It's okay. You're learning. You're human." Changing this habit takes time. But even one gentle thought could make your whole day feel different. Now I want to share some simple ways you can be kinder to yourself. You don't need to do everything. You could choose just one or two. Small steps are enough. You could slow down. Many of us move too fast, thinking about the next thing and the next and the next. But if you slow down, even for 1 minute, your body and mind may start to feel lighter. You might try this right now. Look around you. Notice one small thing. A color, a sound, a tiny detail. This simple attention could help you feel calm. You can celebrate small wins. Maybe today you cooked breakfast. Maybe you cleaned your desk. Maybe you studied for 10 minutes. Maybe you simply got out of bed. These things might feel small, but they are still wins. You can say quietly to yourself, "Good job." Your brain may not be used to hearing it, but it will learn. You could forgive yourself. Everyone makes mistakes. You, me, all of us. Maybe you forgot something important. Maybe you said something you regret. Maybe you didn't finish your goal. Forgiving yourself could open a new space where you can grow again. Remember, you can begin again at any moment. You can choose rest. Rest is not a reward for hard work. Rest is a basic need, like water, like sunlight. If you're tired, you can rest. You don't need a reason. You don't need permission. A 5-minute break may give you the energy you need for the whole day. You might talk to yourself like a friend. Imagine a person you love. A friend, a sister, a brother, a partner. If they had a bad day, you would not say, "You're so bad," or "You should do better." You would say something gentle. You could use the same words when you talk to yourself. This small change may transform your inner world. Let me take you to a quiet moment from my week. Last night, after a long day, I sat by my bedroom window with a cup of warm chamomile tea. The street outside was peaceful. Most people had already gone to sleep. The lights were soft, golden and gentle. I opened the window a little and a cool breeze came in. It touched my face in a soft, comforting way. And then I asked myself a simple question. Missy, how could you be kinder to yourself tomorrow? I didn't need a big plan. Simple answers came. I might take a slow morning walk. I may put my phone away for an hour and give my mind some quiet time. I could choose healthy food because my body needs care. I can say no to something that makes me stressed or tired. This question helped me see myself, not as someone who must be perfect, but as someone who deserves kindness. And you deserve that too. You could ask yourself the same question. Tonight or tomorrow morning? You can choose one gentle thing that might help you feel safe, calm, and supported. Let's talk about the grammar we used in today's story. May, might, possibility. We use may and might to talk about things that are possible but not 100% sure. May, possible. Might, a little less certain but still possible. You can often use them in the same way. Examples from the story. A slow breath may calm your mind. You might feel better tomorrow. It may rain later, so take an umbrella. Your mood might change after a good sleep. You may find a new solution after resting. You might understand the problem better tomorrow. Use may, might when you are guessing or talking about possible outcomes. Can, ability. Stronger suggestion. We use can to talk about what is possible for you to do. Your ability, capacity, or a simple, strong suggestion. Examples from the story. You can choose rest. You can start again anytime. You can talk to someone if you feel sad. You can change your routine when it doesn't work. You can learn English step by step. You can take small breaks during your day. Use can when the advice feels true, practical, and directly helpful. Could, gentle, soft advice. We use could to give suggestions in a polite, soft, and gentle way. It's perfect when you want to give advice without pressure. Examples from the story. You could slow down. You could forgive yourself. You could try writing your feelings in a journal. You could take a short walk when you feel tired. You could talk to yourself more kindly. You could ask for help if things feel heavy. Use could when you want your advice to feel optional, warm, and friendly. Thank you, my dear friends, for spending this quiet moment with me today. I hope you remember something important. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to be strong all the time. You do not need to carry everything alone. You can be kind to yourself. You could listen to your heart. You may need rest, and that's okay. You might be doing better than you think. I'm proud of you for being here, for learning, for growing, and for taking care of your English and of yourself. Until the next episode, take a deep breath, drink some water, and be gentle with your beautiful mind. See you soon.